What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ Prospect Profiles. We're going to focus in on 2015 draft-eligible defenseman from the Sudbury Wolves. Let me just look it up right here. The 44th ranked North American skater according to Central Scouting, Kyle Capobianco, who was a pretty highly regarded prospect coming out of the midget ranks, going into the OHL. I think he went 6th in the OHL draft, and ended up on a really bad Sudbury team. Last year struggled. I mean, it was okay as a rookie. Had 11 points on the season, was -4, and this year on a Sudbury team that regressed was -49. And I know you can marginalize plus minus, and rightfully so. It's, I think, more indicative of a team than it ever is as a player. But that's not exactly inviting to see. Capobianco was the 7th pick in the 2013 draft. My apologies. But you just. There's a lot to like here. Obviously, he's put up big numbers before. He had 40 points this season, as a defenseman. But, strength isn't great. It's his biggest weakness, in fact. And you're looking at, as players get bigger, some power forwards down low. Good luck handling them if you don't have the upper body strength to go up against them. And then, there's a lot of question marks, a lot of raw talent, a lot of question marks. I think this is a kid who's work at the combine, both in terms of the physical part of it and the psychological part. Doing the interviews with the teams could make or break him. I mean, right now, he's end of the second round. I mean, he could take a nosedive, because the measurables and, how much improvement was there, and then even ask him about the plus minus. I mean, does he, oh, well, the team sucked, or does he, play up on kind of, obviously you're not going to fault the kid for the team being awful. But this is what you got to look at, when you're a GM, when you're a scout, when you're making these decisions going into the draft. It's not an easy decision. You're investing in a draft pick and potentially a lot of money in these kids, so you want to make sure. I think he'll be a solid second-round pick, and I think if Sudbury gets better in the next 2 years, or if he gets a trade out of Sudbury, maybe even slightly more ideal. But we'll see what happens with him. I like his game. Again, I'd like to see him improve his upper body strength. He's not really a small kid. I think he's like 6'1". And he's, I think, can fill out, and he's only 170 pounds. So, like, see him bulk up, put 20 pounds of muscle on, and then, hit the gym and really take care of that upper body strength. Conditioning for hockey is weird, because it's not like football where, you upper body and putting the weight on, comes with the territory. There's a fine line between bulking up and being too big for hockey. And, you got to walk that fine line. But, I'm curious to see what happens. I mean, I think on a better OHL team, just kind of, I was talking about a prospect earlier today that was on a really, really good team. It's kind of buried in the depth chart. And, this kid playing on kind of a bad team, seeing his statistics really get hurt. But on the flip side of the coin, playing in a lot of situations, getting his feet wet proverbially, and seeing a lot of ice time. So definitely one of the wild cards in the draft. So have his name circled, and sure to be following along the 2015 draft to see where Kyle Capobianco ends up. Anyway, that's like episode of the Power Play with CJ Prospect Profiles on Kyle Capobianco of the Sudbury Wolves. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the playoffs and beyond. Later, guys.